You don't know what to talk about. You don't know how to talk to her. You can't determine what kind of woman it is. You don't know if she's marking you. You have no idea if she's hustling you. That's your number one problem right there. The date, same thing. Then it becomes another system on top of a system, on top of a system, on top of a system of you fucking up. But this is just the phone call. This is you getting on the telephone. This is, you're not getting any help from us. These guys have gotten you to this point. You are at the point that you're in the game. Now you're on your own. So what do? You make that phone call. Let's see here. Let's clean this up for a second. Let's break this down. Let me show you how this shit works. You can be Mr. Mac or Mr. PUA guy. All right? You've got all that information from them. Hell, I'll even go this far. You could be Mr. School of Dating guy. At least the School of Dating products are going to get you along. But, like I said before, what we fuck up is we have not gone deep enough, and we're going to fix that. I have to be the first to admit that. I'm man enough to admit that. We're going to go deeper for you guys who really need it. Problem is that you, Mr. PUA guy, all you know is magic, tricks, gimmicks, lies, and deception. Get her number, you lost your power. You get on the telephone with a woman, what are you going to do? You're still insecure and you still feel for shit. You, my friend, are going to fail. And what I mean by fail is you're going to start paying money, no sex. Because you don't know how to transition to talking from meeting to the phone call to the date to setting up sex. You don't know how to do that. You don't know how to do that. And we're going to bring in the regular guy in a second because the regular guy also falls in this problem who doesn't even know about the seduction community or doesn't know about Mr. Mac. They fall in this problem too. And we'll talk about that in a second. Let's take Mr. Mac guy here. He doesn't teach you or tell you about the different types of women. He doesn't break down in his lowest terms how to have regular conversations and what to talk about. So what happens to this guy, what is he? If he gets in to a woman, he's a money bill, he might get sex. We'll put a question mark. He might get sex. Even if he gets that, I'm going to show you how these guys fail. The guy at the School of Dating here, now again, when it comes to the conversations, he already knows already. So he's already ahead of the game because he has knowledge of self, knowledge of dating, women, and sex. So he has that knowledge right there. Even with the phone call and the conversation courses, he is going to get to the date. And then if he knows about how we set up the dates and all that, he's going to get to the sex. And by getting to the sex, he knows what to do, which is going to get him to the next phase. But the problem is even with what we're teaching, and I'm going to be honest with you, even what we're teaching will not work. I'm telling you right now, School of Dating, quote me on this. It will not work for the guy that still has the insecurities and fear. None of us, the things that we are going to show you, will not work. Because a lot of guys who are stuck, the 80%ers who have fear and insecurity, it carries over. Carries over into the phone call. Carries over into the date. Carries over to sex. So, they fail. But what about the guy that doesn't know about Mr. Mac or the seduction community? He's just a regular old guy. He has fears and insecurities. Same scenario. Gets to the phone call. He's kissing her ass, worried about what she thinks. He doesn't know what it means to be a man and love himself and take care of his shit. Carries over to the date. He's a money bill, spending money, buying her a bunch of shit, doing a bunch of shit that the media and advertisers are telling him to do, which is going to lead him to no sex. And that, my friends, is one of the problems that we're having. But I'm glad I'm talking to you about this because we're going to solve it. These guys are still on a continuous basis. This is their stopping point. Take this line out right here.